Hi there. I want to talk to you about a condition, a sleep disorder that I was diagnosed with at the beginning of the year. It's called sleep apnea, and it happens when you're asleep. Without getting technical, what happens is when you're asleep, a little flap of skin at the back of the throat will suddenly close over, and it blocks the airway, and you can't breathe, and you stop breathing. You'll physically stop breathing in your sleep. Of course, the brain isn't just going to let you die, but it can be, I believe it can be a minute, up to a minute. People can stop breathing for up to a minute, and then all of a sudden, it'll, your brain will tell you, it knows it's being deprived of oxygen, and it'll wake you up. And you often wake up with a big snort, quite startled, often not feeling particularly well, and this can go on all night, several times a night. And anyone who suffers from sleep apnea will tell you that they spend most of their waking day falling asleep, whether that's when they're watching television, even nodding off at the wheel when they're driving. I've done that almost. Luckily, I've never actually fallen asleep properly, but I've certainly been fighting sleep when coming back from fishing, and I can tell you, it's not a nice feeling knowing that you could fall asleep. When you think, when you say to yourself, well, I slept last night, but in fact you haven't. You might have slept, but sleep apnea causes you to have just little naps, and you wake up, little naps. It doesn't allow you to have a deep sleep for a long time, which is what the body needs. So I was diagnosed with this at Odstock Hospital, and then I came home and I had a word with my doctor, and I was given an appointment at Torbay Hospital at the Heart and Lungs clinic. So I went over there probably in August, actually it was July, August, and spoke to them, and they had all the details and what have you from Odstock, and they gave me this machine called a CPAP machine. CPAP stands for Continuous Positive Airway Pressure, and I'm hoping a little photo will come up as I'm saying that. Shows you what it looks like, shows you what mine looks like, and you have to wear a mask. I'm hoping a little picture will come up as that as well, if I've done it right, if the editing was done right. That's not me, by the way. I'll link that off the internet, but it shows you the mask that I've got. It's a full face mask. A lot of people just have ones that go up your nose, but I've got one full faced. Anyway, going back to the actual sleep apnea, I used to get it at night a lot, although I wasn't that aware of it at night. I was more aware of it when I was in my wheelchair, and I was obviously feeling very tired a lot during the day. Nodding off all the time, waking up with a big snort, never feeling refreshed, even if I don't know how, even if I went to sleep for, it was never a long time. The sleep apnea won't let you sleep. It just wakes you up, especially if you're tilted back in the wheelchair. It won't let you sleep because you just keep waking up, and that is why people who suffer from sleep apnea are always tired, and you never wake up feeling refreshed. It's an awful feeling, really awful feeling, knowing that you've got the whole day ahead of you, and you're going to know you're going to be falling asleep. It's just really horrible. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. So anyway, we go back again. So I went to the hospital, and they gave me the CPAP machine, and I brought it home, and I put it on one evening. I was lying on my back, and within half an hour I had to call for assistance because I just couldn't stand it. It was horrible. I thought, I'm never going to be able to wear this. This is absolutely no way. So I just didn't bother for a while. And then my appointment came off on September 10th at the Torbay Hospital. So I went over and I had a word with them. And I actually since started sleeping on my side. And I thought I was getting much better sleep. So I told them this, and they gave me this little device which measures your oxygen levels. You wear it on your finger, and it's like a little watch. So I put that on 2 nights running, took it back, and they told me no better. even though I was convinced that I wasn't getting sleep apnea. But with the benefit of hindsight, I was waking up quite a lot during the night. I'd wake up 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I'd probably wake up at 4 o'clock. Not aware. I'm not snorting. I wasn't aware I was snorting, but I was definitely waking up. I wasn't sleeping for a long period of time. So anyway, they told me, right, you've still got it. You're going to have to try the machine, and you're going to have to try it because, you know, it's for the benefit of your health. So I did try it. I put it on the first night. I didn't put it on because we looked at the instructions, and it said you had to put a water filter or a water containing water, and we couldn't understand why mine didn't have one. Anyway, it turns out that mine is a slightly different model. It doesn't have that. Dehumidifier, that's the word I'm looking for. So last night, I thought, right, well, let's try it now. So got into bed about 10 o'clock and put the mask on. I was lying on my side, nice and comfy, watching television. 11 o'clock came and I started watching something. Never saw the end of the programme. I think I woke up and turned the telly off. I had some incredible dreams, absolutely vivid, incredible dreams. I think I did wake up, didn't look at the time. In fact, that's the only problem with those full face masks. I've got an Alexa next to my bed, which I ask her what the time is, and I couldn't get it to work. So that's the only downside with a full face mask, is you can't really talk, you know, so I'm going to have to get myself a clock. Anyway, I did wake up at one stage, dribbling. Anyway, I went back to sleep again, and I woke up at about 20 to 7, and I couldn't believe it. I put the telly on actually quickly to see what the time was, and it was 20 to 7. So I'd literally slept from probably just before 12 o'clock all the way through, and I never sleep that long, never, and I actually felt really refreshed. So I left the telly on for a couple of minutes, because I actually didn't feel tired, funnily enough. I thought, didn't feel tired, so I watched Peppa Pig, don't know why, but yeah, I thought, all right, switch off. I switched off at 7 o'clock, and then woke up again when my carer arrived at about 20 to 10. Unbelievable. I cannot believe the difference this little machine makes. It's just crazy. You know, how it helped me have a deep sleep, and really, really deep, not just shallow sleep where you're waking up all the time. So that's one night I've had that, and I've been fishing all day today. I've been out in the sun. I've driven 10 miles today, driving my own van, and I don't feel tired at all. I've not nodded off. I used to fall asleep fishing all the time. Didn't nod off once, didn't feel tired, don't feel tired now. It's done wonders, absolute wonders, and I actually persevered with the mask, and I think being on my side really helps, because I'm more comfortable. I don't know how I'll get on lying on my back, because I don't sleep very well on my back, but if I lie on my left side, I really can't tell you how good this machine is, and what it's done for me, and how alert I feel, and I'm not falling asleep. And anyway, I will give you I'll make another video and give you an update on how I get on. But I just really wanted to put the message out that if there's anyone out there with the same problem, don't be afraid. Go to your doctor. Get the oxygen levels measured, and get one of these machines, because it will make the world of difference for you. I promise you. Cheers for now, guys. Bye. Sorry, I'm back again. I forgot to mention something that I think is very important, and I really didn't want to do the video all over again, so I'm just making a quick tag on the end, just to mention something about sleep apnea. It can be very dangerous. This is why it's imperative that you get treatment for it. If you can't, if you're not getting oxygen, then it can damage the brain over a long period of time. It actually kills off your brain cells, and that can lead to strokes, heart attacks, all sorts of horrible things. So Please don't ignore it. Don't. If there's someone in your house that you think's got it, then please do something about it, because you know, you don't want to leave it until it's too late. And the other thing I wanted to add, that even though anyone can get it, people who are really prone to sleep apnea are people like myself. I mean, I'm not a big. I mean, I look like I probably live on donuts, but I promise you, I'm not. I'm not a big fat guy. I've got a bit of a stomach, and I'm carrying a bit of weight around my chin. That's only because I used to do a lot of weights, and I've got a very big neck. But I'm not obese by any stretch of the imagination. But I've got a very big neck due to when I used to do the weights, and I'm a prime candidate for someone who does get sleep apnea. So you often find big guys, you know, will get it. It isn't only people like myself. I was watching a video of a young girl who had it, and she was biting. She wasn't big at all. So it's, you know, it doesn't sort of affect just people like me, but people with my kind of stature, you know, big necks, carrying a bit of weight around the neck, you know, you can be prone to it. So just look out for, if you've got family or friends, if you're a carer and you look after someone like myself, and you think that they're possibly suffering from sleep apnea, then don't just ignore it. Please do something about it. Say something, even if they say, "Oh no, there's nothing wrong." You must persuade them that it's will only benefit their health. All right, so that's just all I wanted to add, really. Cheers for now.